Hello ladies and gentlemen, toy enthusiasts and those new to Tough Nerd Toys LLC. I'm your host Uncle Nerd and welcome to another episode of Busted Open. Busted It Open since 2007. And today we'll be reviewing Titans Returns. I think this is Deluxe Class Scourge. Fracas and Scourge, I guess. I mean, like, because they're making them headmasters now, so, you know, it's a two-part thing now, as though, like, I just always known him as Scourge. But, I mean, he's not a bad figure. He's okay. I mean, it's not what I was expecting. I expected a little bit more. The only problem I'm having with these Titan Return figures is the fact that they're so small. They're so small in comparison to, like, other Transformers. I mean, they fit in scale, but when it comes to, like, the big guys, they should be massive or like equivalent to, you know, like I mean, like these are the main protagonists within the third season of Transformers. These guys should be kind of like beefy or whatever. But enough of that. And I mean, this, as everybody knows, if you're a Transformers fan, you know this is like after Transformers the movie. Scourge was created, and there's always a throw up or a toss up or a debate on if he's Thundercracker, if he's one of the Insecticons, so on and so forth. And I mean, he could, like, the Scourges, you see them pop up numerous times. Sometimes you'll see one, then you'll see three, then you'll see four. So, you know, it could have been any of them. So, with that being said, let's go into the aesthetics of this figure. I mean, he has, like, shoulder joints, single hinged elbow, you know, removable weapon, so on and so forth. You can take this out. It's a little bit stiff. The paint scheme is okay. I mean, I wish it would have been a little bit of a lighter blue or something to mimic the cartoon. The head, we'll get into that too. The head is just but the arms can go all the way around as far as, you know, has a limited range of motion due to his wings or cape or whatever you want to call it. What else? You know, he has a nice split in between here. Nice knee joints, you know, he has no waist twist or pivoting ab section or anything like that, which is, you know, you don't really expect that much when you get Transformers, but I have had some Transformers that have, like, full articulation. But other than that, he's a pretty decent figure. He's not bad. He's not bad. But there are issues with it. There are minor issues with it, like this head right here. Good sculpt, a little bit shoddy on the painting, but good sculpt. This head right here, it's very loose and wobbly. You can actually, like, play with it and it'll come off. It's just very loose and wobbly, which it shouldn't be, as you can see right here. But other than that, you know, let's get into transforming this guy. So what you would do is take the head off first, and then you would take these wrists right here, flap the wrist up like that, flap the other wrist up like that, straighten out his arms like this. Bring it up, lock it into the little peg you see right here. Okay, let's make sure we got that locked in. Lock in that one right here. And then you take the legs down by the shin area. You open this up. You bring this foot piece, bring both foot pieces down like that. Click it together. Do the same for the other side. And flap them all the way back, like, or do it halfway, somewhat like that. The flaps right here, because that's going to be the landing gear for it. Put these together. No, you can actually bring these up like this. Bring that down. Sorry. Bring these up like this. Bring this up like this. Ugh, look at this. Spin it around. There we go. Bring this up like that. Bring this up like that. Now, they're going to be like little locks right here. If you can look real good, there's a lock right here. Lock that in, lock that in, lock that in. Come over to the top, lock that in up here. And then you just take these pieces right here, like these wings that we put down earlier. These wings right here. Just take it and flap them over, just like that. And you can lock them in, you can lock the wings in with the little tab. It's a little tab right here, if you look. There's a little tab right there that locks in. And of course, he's a little bit difficult trying to like snap him into place and everything, but he'll get there. And there you have Scourge in his vehicle mode. And you can take the headmaster right here, the little headmaster, because it transforms into a robot itself. You can take this little headmaster and fold him up. And he goes inside the cockpit. There's a little cockpit right here that you can open. You got to be careful with these things because I'm very nervous when it comes to Transformers because sometimes, as I stated before, I've broken them. But you put them right here in the cockpit, lock it down. You can take the little gun that you have at the top to give it the classic look. Right here. Twist that to the side. And put the other gun right here. Because the gun separates. You can actually put it like this. A lot of people like to put it like this. Make it seem like, you know, it's like a super rocket. And that's another thing I wanted to speak of. They actually made it this time to look more like a rocket versus a boat or a hovercraft, which is what everybody's always made fun of that were Transformer fans. It was like, oh, it's a flying Scourge, it's a flying boat. But I mean, I like the design that they did on the vehicle. The robot mode, I'm not too fond of, but the vehicle mode, I really like a lot. It's very nice. And I told you, the reason why you see this guy back here, and I meant to go into the package first, but I totally forgot. You have the other figures within the line. This is Scourge and his pictures, you know, the pictures that they have of Scourge and his head matches, which is Fracas and all that other stuff. And again, you can interchange the heads, as I told you before, with the other ones. Transformers logo on the side here, Autobot symbol right here, so on and so forth. Titan Returns, Fracas and Scourge title right here. It's in a blister package, so it's all right. It's, you know, the packaging is basic. But, I mean, as far as the figure, I'm a bit, how can I say, a tiny bit disappointed in the figure aspect. Now the vehicle mode, I love it. I love the vehicle mode. It has nice paint on it, nice, you know, there's no bleeding so far that I can see. The weapons are a little bit hollow right here. Like, it just seems hollow right in there. They just have a dugout. But everything else seems to be pretty good with this figure. Now, to transform him back is pretty simple. You pretty much take all of this stuff off right here, take off the cannons, take out this cannon, open the hatch right here, take out your headmaster, set him to the side, make sure you don't lose him. Close this back up. You want to open these wings up a little bit like this, open the legs up a little bit like that, bring one leg down at a time. Be careful with it, be very careful with it. Bring that leg down, bring that leg down. Spin it around, open the arms up right here, bring the fist out by the wrist like that. Spin it around. Did I spin it around already? I think I did, yeah. I spun them around already. Take the foot like this. It's a little peg right here that you can pull the foot out with, right there. Take the flap, cover that. Spin this around, take the flap, pull a little peg right here. Look, right there is gonna be a little peg. Pull a little peg up right there, boom, and gently, very gently, slide this whole area right here back up and lock it into place. There's a click for each time, like, you know, you lock it into place. You bring the shoulders down a bit like that, bring the other shoulder down like that, and there you have Scourge, Scourge's body. You take the head, and sometimes you have to twist the head around, the little head that's on the figure itself, for it to fit into place. This little piece right here. Take the head, lock it into place, boom, you have Scourge. And you can take the weapons and put them in, you know, you can separate the weapons if you want. One can go in each hand like this, so you can have like a double blaster thing going on. Or you can take this blaster right here, put it on top, like that, snap it into place, because there's a little hole right here. If you look real good, there's a hole right there. Put it in place, and boom. You have Cyclonus with his triple blaster. Now, as I was saying before, this head is horrible. Like, and this is how the majority of some of these, majority of these headmasters are. They have this wobbly head thing. Like, it easily pops off, it comes off, and it makes you scared to play with it because the head is very, very wobbly. It's unstable. I mean, you can be playing with him, his head just steady going around and flailing and everything like that. Well, other than that, he's a pretty okay figure. And this is him next to the head honcho, Galvatron, and him next to his second in command, Cyclonus. This is G1 Cyclonus. This is not the one within the line. This is G1 Cyclonus. And I'd say he stands about, let's measure him. I would say he stands about, wow, less than 5.5. Yeah, which is kind of like I don't know what they're doing with this line. There are some figures within this line I really like, but Galvatron was the biggest disappointment to me, as I told you before, because I expected him to be much larger. I mean, compared to the other Transformers and the DX9 series and everything like that. I mean, that'll be my go-to Galvatron until I get everything sorted out or they figure out something, so on and so forth. So we're gonna look at him one more time, check him out. And this is Cyclonus from the Titan, no, this is Scourge from the Titans Return Wave. He's okay. I wouldn't say, I don't know. I'm a bit disappointed. He's okay, but I'm still kind of disappointed. I'm not as ecstatic for him as I was for Galvatron. Emphasis on was. And with that being said, that brings this review to a close. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe here on YouTube and share this video. Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and finally Twitch for more unedited dialogue, news, reviews, and gameplay. Finally, don't forget to hit the donate button, as any little bit counts and is greatly appreciated. Not to mention a portion of the proceeds go to various charities. I'm Uncle Nerd, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget, if you buy a toy, bust it open. Here's a traitor, give him no quarter. But remember, we belong to him, Galvatron.